and I am live. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Hi, hello everyone. Oh, you're already talking. Great. I had to go and make my cup of tea. Of course, of course. There we go. So I've got the hot water and honey here, and I am going to do a blind dip tea. Now, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi Suzanne, hi Christine, hi Veronica, hi everyone. Yes, it's the new microphone. Does it sound suave? Does it sound nice? Oh, I hope it's really nice. I hope I've made my voice even better than what some of you think it is, although I don't like it, but there you go, I have to live with it. Oh, it's great. Hey, dag mama. Hi Pat. Hi Irene. Hi Hege. Hi Alicia. Does it sound smoother? Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. So yeah, I'm going to have, if I, do I still need to talk louder now? Because normally I had to speak really loud. So I'm trying not to do that at the moment, just to see how it goes. But yeah, I am so happy because yes, it's a very, very big technical piece of equipment that I was like, no, 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 let's not go there, let's not go there. But yeah. Okay, I won't shout, Julie. I won't. Okay, I promise. Okay, let's do the blind dip. Oh, oh, that's not blind dip, but never mind. I am so pleased this microphone works. I'm just... Technology. You would not believe it. You would not believe it. Anyway, okay, here we go. Tea in the cup, and it's Yogi Tea Women's Energy. I'll probably need that today. Oh my goodness. So yeah, let's give it a stir. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased. Like I said, I was doing it with those lapel microphones, and although it seemed okay and it seemed better, this one is a proper, sort of what they call a vlogging microphone, and it's special for, sort of for putting it on your iPhone and for, for vloggers, and yeah, so, but it arrived midweek and I was like, yes, I'm gonna try and, one evening, just all evening, just play around with it, try different things out. And yeah, it's all gone all posh. Yeah. And of course, we didn't have the right connector, did we? I mean, honestly, I plugged it in and I thought, there's no difference. I used it, I tried it, and I thought, that sounds the same. Why did I make this expensive purchase, But it turned out it was a tiny, tiny connector that we needed. Yes, there was a cat coming past here. Hi, Anna. So yeah, it's just, so again, there had to be bought another little thing to put in between because of some sort of reason. We thought we had the little thing because of the phone, the iPhone. Oh, it's too difficult to explain. Just beyond explanation. But it works. It now works. So I am so pleased it works. It does make a big difference. Now, when I try and up the sound on the videos, there's no background sort of noise, that sort of snow that you get. There's nothing. So now, sometimes you were saying, oh, put it louder. I couldn't because of the noise, but now there's nothing there. So yes, it's going to, in a few weeks, there'll be improvement in the videos. So it will slowly start going over to the videos that were made with this, and oh my goodness, the difference is amazing. So there we go. I hope that you hear the difference. So we've got Layla here, and today, of course, we are talking about, thank you, Marek, thank you. We are there is a ripple somewhere. Yes, I have got a chevron somewhere and a feather and fan. So do go and have a look. So yeah, so this is going to be a video talking about the crocheted wearables that I have made for myself, of course. So I am wearing, as you could probably tell from the top, I am wearing, ta-da, my Orla Keeley blanket skirt, not a blanket, a skirt. So it's sort of, you know, a skirt made of granny squares. I did this in the colours of that same Orla Keeley palette that I used for the Orla Keeley stash buster blanket, you know. And I have to say, I have worn this skirt so much. It is, you know, I wash it, I wear it all the time. It's like wearing a blanket, you know? Now I have dark blue tights with it because it goes with my dark blue cardigan, but I also have yellow tights to go with it, mustard colour, but I'm not too sure about wearing those out in public. I know there's nothing. And did you see, I don't wear an underskirt under it at all. I just wear my tights and the skirt. I mean, you can see through it, but obviously I'm not looking, so who cares? Yes, the continuous join, that's right, Pat. And I think I should make another skirt. I just love this skirt. I wear it all the time. The only thing that stops me from wearing it sometimes is the top. These are not the easiest colours to combine, and I was really lucky back then that I found this sort of tomato coloured top to go with it, because, you know, it's exactly the same colour. Can you see? I can't show it any other way. Look, as the tomato. So that was pure luck that I found that, and it goes really well with it, but I don't have anything else that goes with this skirt. So I'm thinking maybe I should have a look at my t-shirts, and maybe I should just, you know, find a colour or colours that you know, that work. How did I do the waistband? Well, I crocheted around an elastic. See? So I put an extra sort of, it's just single crochets that I crocheted round, holding the elastic, and I had to stretch it, you know, sort of, but it works. And I sort of, it's not too tight, but it's just enough to keep it up. And that's fine, you know, it works, and you can't see it, obviously. You know, when you're wearing it, you can't see it. So if you were a little bit sort of, let me pull up my tights. If you were not too tight doing that, you know, you can't tell that that's been done, basically. So, you know, as you don't, you know, you have the top over it so nobody sees. Okay. So I thought, yeah, it works. That skirt just, I love it. I really do. And I wear it quite often, and I do get remarks about that. I do get people saying, "Oh, I love your skirt," and then I say, "Yeah, I made it myself," and then they go, "Wow!" So yeah, that's so there's videos for how I yeah, this was completely, sorry, I'm talking too loud, I think. This was a complete coincidence that I found this top to go with it. I had the colours, actually I had the same, I've put some small things in here. See, I have these that I made, right? And I took these to the shop, and I held it against t-shirts that I saw in the shop. And when I saw this top, I thought, tomato. Yes. So I got it. It was really cheap as well, you know, £20 or something like that, you know, so it wasn't, you know, and I quite liked the, it was from New Look, but of course a couple of years ago now, and I quite like this effect here as well, you know, it makes it sort of interesting, and then, yeah, I think it worked out really well. So that was a pure coincidence that it had the same colour. But yeah, like I said, I haven't since found anything that would go with it. So I want to, yeah, it's a plan, of course. It's on a list somewhere. Make a new skirt with colours that you can combine with the, you know, with the colours of your t-shirts. So anyway, this was, hi there, from India. Wow. Welcome to our group. So these were then matching fingerless gloves to go with the skirt. See? Coordination to the top. Yeah, easy to make. There's a video for this, of course, and of course there's a video for the skirt as well, so do go. There is a playlist somewhere and it's called Wearables or something, or Crochet Clothing, so do go and have a look at that, because there'll be a lot of the things that I showed you here. Okay, so let me move on to my chair. Right, shall we just move from this side to this side? I've been collecting these things for a few days now. Okay, this is one of the first things I made, and it's a top. It was a top, but I just kept going, and it's become a dress, and I love this. It's a winter dress, and I wear it with a black polo neck and a black tights, and you know, you can see through it now, but obviously if you wear black underneath you can't see through it. It's really warm and chunky, and I really love it, and I made it. It went really quickly. It's a chunky, it's a James C. Brett, one of those chunkies, you know, the big balls, and I think it was a pattern from Bob Wilson. Bob Wilson 123, you know, she's got the video for a pattern, but I think it was a top. So the pattern itself was a top, and I just kept going. I was going to make it as a top, but then I thought, hang on a minute, that could work as a dress. So, yes, it's called Crochet Clothing. Yeah. I can't tell you how long I take for making things, because I work so quickly. It wouldn't have, you know, one row is this high, you know, because your stitches are really high. So it doesn't take me very long, and it's a dress that sort of comes to just sort of on my knee. Problem with me is I've got quite long limbs, you know, long arms, long legs, and very often dresses are just not long enough for me, and they're too short. Well, I think they're too short anyway. So yeah, so making them yourself, you can obviously make them to your size. So that's what I did, and I love this dress, but it is too warm. It's a dress for very, very cold winter days. It is very warm. So yeah, thank you. And then this one here is one of the first things I made when I started crocheting again, and this is the one I told you about this a couple of lives ago, I think. You know, the yarn I bought, left alone on the sofa, and then Ray went for it. Oh, sorry. That's this one here. So this one is one of these shawls. I don't think, is it called the dragon tail or something? I don't know. But I saw this picture, and I just, you know, it was a diagram, and I just made it. I went and visited a local yarn shop a bit further away than my normal local ones, and she had all these fancy wools, you know, all 100% wool, all lovely coloured, and I just fancied something, so I treated myself to this colourway. It is gorgeous. I love it. but it's 100% wool. So I can crochet with it, but I can't have it on my arms, on my bare arms. So it, I can wear it over a coat, obviously, but I cannot have it in the house. I cannot have it around. I can't have it lying on a chair. I can't hang it because Ray will go for it. I mean, they're both asleep now, thank goodness for that. But I have to keep this out of the way because he is so attracted to it. So although it's an expensive shawl, because obviously it was 100% wool, I needed about 3, 4, 5 balls even. So it was quite a thing for me, but I didn't realize that he would go for it so badly. So yeah, that's one thing. I will wear it, but I keep it out of sight, out of mind almost of the cats. If I do wear it, it's sort of out of the cupboard, on, gone, and then when we come back in, straight into the cupboard. You can't leave it anywhere. But yeah, it's a really nice shawl. The yarn was lovely, but yeah, it is wool, so it's 100% wool. So, and I love the colorway. But there you go. And then there's something else I made, and I made 2 of these. I love it. This is such a wonderful pattern. It's called the Chic Cowl Poncho. And I think it's from Red Heart or something like that. Oh my goodness, it is a lovely, lovely poncho. So you start with the cowl, and then you start doing, so you start like this, attach it, and then you start doing the body. And every time I wear this, somebody will say, how nice it looks. So let me just try it on. I'm not going to try everything on, but look. And because it's oh, that's great, Tracy. Yes, thank you very much for supporting me like that. See, so you've got your chic neck, that's what it was called, chic cowl, and then you've got your poncho. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to wear. Look at that. And so I made this one, but then I wanted a warmer one. I mean, this is acrylic, that's fine. But this one is yarn with wool in it, but it said virgin wool. And I think it's different to me. It doesn't itch. It does not itch at all. So that one is a nice one as well. Let me just try this one on. See, look. Again, you've got sort of that neck that falls really nicely. No, there is no video for this because obviously it's not my pattern. So this is the thing, some of these things are not my pattern, and I could rework it to become my pattern or change a stitch or, use some sort of an idea from it. But again, it's all time and it's all things, but yeah. So this is one of the pattern, yeah, you can find this. I can't remember where I found it, but yeah, it is around this one. Look, so it hangs like that. You've got that sort of chic neck, that's what they're calling it, chic cowl poncho, I think it's called. And this one is really nice and warm because of course it's got that virgin wool in it. Yeah, I do crochet a lot. I love it. I love the fact that I can make things, right? So you've got your yarn and you're making things and you've got something there to actually use and wear. And I love that fact. So there we go. And I think I made this one first. And I loved it. And then I decided I had this. This was 1 ball of yarn. This one was 1 ball of yarn, but it was one of those big balls, the sort of this big. It was one of those Katia, 1 ball, and it was called something like a poncho in a ball or something like that. And yeah, for me it was indeed a poncho. And then something else which people have been asking me about quite a lot. Look at this. Do you remember I said I was going to make a... I'm not going to put this on. That I had this cake from Hobby, and I said I was going to no, it's connected with a cable, my microphone. Strange, isn't it? It worked in the beginning, didn't it? Right, okay, so here we are. This is that beach dress that I made from that cake. Was it there in the beginning as well? No, I'm not receiving anything, Charlotte. Obviously, because I'm on doing this. No. Not in the beginning. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. So here we have the Sea Breeze dress, and it's made of one of those cakes that I bought from Hobby, and I wore it the other day to go to the beach, and it's just so nice to wear, and people do look when you're wearing that. So there we go, that's the Sea Breeze dress. Then I have also made a couple of jumpers, and do you remember I made this one here, the mustard coloured one, and this again is not my pattern, but it's a pattern from a Dutch shop, and they sell you know, they sort of come up with ideas for crocheting and then they sell the packs for them. And this one is called the Sweater of Hortense. I know, Petra, it would go with my skirt, hang on, but look, but I don't like, this has got design and this has got design. I don't like combining two different designs. So I like to have the skirt as the design and then have a plain top, or the other way around, but not both. So this one was a cowl. This one was a cowl that I did, and it is still, this one is I think it's still only available in Dutch, yes, and it is still for sale, so you could go and have a look and see whether they did do diagrams, so I think you can work it from the diagrams. And the pack is still for sale. I saw it this morning because they came out with another cowl which I had a look at. But yeah, so this is the cowl that I did with them a couple of years ago. I wore that so much that summer, and of course now it's going to come up, and you know, I'm going to be wearing that again. But what I really wanted to make that year was a grey jumper, and I didn't find the pattern until the year after, when I made this one. And again, this one is a drops pattern, so this is not my pattern either. See, I make these things for myself. I don't necessarily do a YouTube video for it, because I just want to make this for myself, just like you would make things for yourself, you know. And this is my jumper that I've been wearing so much again. So this has like 3/4 sleeves, which is what I like. It has a long slit on the side, and it has a nice neck opening. And yeah, it's got lots and lots of holes, so I wear like a vest underneath, you know, a sort of a strappy top, and you wear your jeans, strappy top, and oh, it's so nice. I really, really love it. So this is the grey sparrow jumper. Um, it's worked. How is it worked again? From the bottom up, I think. Oh, is it inside out? I think I've got it inside out. No? No, it's right. It's the right way round. How did it work again? Oh. I can't work it out now. Yeah. So you start at the top. You start at the bottom and you work your way to the top. Yeah, so you start from the base and you go up. And yeah, I really like it. I wear it so much. And again, these two pieces, these two here, they are 50% acrylic and 50% cotton. And that's what makes them wearable. That's what makes that the acrylic is not too hot and the cotton is not too heavy, because if you were to make a full cotton piece to wear, it would be very, very heavy. Yeah. So I can't, not all of these things I can. The Dutch yarn shop is called Pera and Pasha. Pera, Pera, and Pasha, Pasha. And so yeah, so I make these things, but I can't always, you know, sort of yeah, they're out there obviously, but I can't do a tutorial on them because obviously I can't, it's not my pattern basically. And then so this one was the drops one, the sweater of Hortense, drops, grey sparrow. I'm trying to say them all, so I have got a video on granny square blankets, more than one. Do go and have a look at my blanket playlist. Yes. So this one is a sea breeze beach dress or something it's called. I mean, if you type in things in Pinterest, you will find some of it. Then yeah, I made this one, the New York Cowl. Okay. Sorry, what did Lily say? I can't get to my phone either. Was there something? So there we go. Here we have the New York Cowl. I made this at the end of the year to take to New York with me because I wanted it really warm, and I lined it. See, so that was one of those sort of things that I made in preparation of going to New York. So there is a video. There is a video about this. Okay, and then of course, there is the poncho that we did last year. Okay, so the Cowl, which started in September, and is this inside out or not? Because the other day I was showing it and it was inside out. So this is the poncho that I made in the grape color, and of course I also made it in the graphite color. There we go. So once again, this is a cowl, and there's a playlist for this. I really loved making these, and yeah, I wear this one. I wear to yoga sometimes, and the red one I wear, you know, the way I had it with that jeans dress, you know, in the pictures. That's generally how I wear this one. So I wear this into town. I wear this, you know, to go places if, you know, you need sort of a cardigan. I can't put it any less further away, Fiona, because the cable is too short. So it came with it's a really short cable, so I'm sure that's how it works. Yes. And of course, these two here, where I store them, somewhere in my bedroom. These two here were inspired by a poncho that I made years ago. Now, I made this poncho because I just taken up crochet again, and I just did something, right? I decided I would make a small panel, and I was just trying out stitches. So I was just doing this for doing it. I wasn't making a poncho, I wasn't making a wearable, I was just crocheting. Oh, let's try this stitch, oh, let's try this stitch, let's try this stitch, like that. And then I decided I would make loads of granny squares. So let's try this pattern, let's try this pattern. And I did it all in the same kind of colours because I went to the local yarn shop, bought a couple of balls, different thicknesses, little did I know. And I just did it. You know, I saw a nice pattern and I made it. I saw a nice pattern, tried it out, and so on. And of course then I had that panel, and then I had all the squares, and I thought, what am I going to do with them, you know? And then I sort of came up with the idea of putting them together into two panels and turning them into a poncho. So I thought, well, that was my original idea a couple of years ago. I'm sure I can use that in the cowl as well. So once I worked out that actually I had already tried out this cowl, it was a lot easier for me to actually, you know, sort of start feeling a little bit more confident for doing our first cowl. So there we go. So that was that. I wore this so much. That first winter when I made this, I wore this all the time in the house. Well, in the house. I didn't wear it out because the colours were a little bit out there. I'm happier with these colours to wear out. This one I keep for indoors. Generally when it's a cold day and I'm not feeling 100%, that's when I put this on. It makes me feel better. Okay, so then we have this stack here. Goodness me, I need a drink. Oh, thank you so very much. I'm glad you like my videos, and I'm glad you, you know, you like making things from my tutorial. Yes, that's the thing. It gives you such a nice hug. Actually, where is my embrace shawl? Oh well, we know I've made it. I don't know where it is. It must be, maybe it's in the car. Did I take it somewhere? It's not here. Oh well. Right, okay. At one point, there was this internet craze going on about the campfire cardigan. So, of course, I had to try this, right? And I managed to make it. Look at this. So it's 2 hexagons. Or, yeah. Isn't it? Yes, it is, isn't it? I'm getting confused now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6-sided square. Is that a hexagon? Yes, it must be. And then I enhanced it a little bit by doing extra lines at the bottom. And of course some extra rows for my long sleeves, for my long arms. But I didn't sort of make too many because I was trying to do this with 3 cakes. So I did this with the 3 sort of, what are they called again, the Stylecraft cakes? That's what I did them with. And yeah, I think it worked out really well, and it fits as well. And I like to wear it over sort of jeans and then a t-shirt, so, you know. Yes, candy swirl, that's right, Julie. And then of course, from those same candy swirls, I made the weekend poncho. So I worked out that if you started on a Friday evening and you did quite a number of rows. Yes, there is a live stream tomorrow at 8:30 GMT or whatever, well, you know, whatever your timing is on the YouTube. And here I have that sort of weekend poncho, again, candy swirls, and yeah, I made it, started on Friday, finished it Sunday evening. And I know someone who was making this when we had that meetup in New York. Megan, she was actually crocheting in the Starbucks, making this when we were having our get together. And I was like, gosh, you keep on crocheting, you're doing really well. And she said, yeah, this is your weekend poncho. I've got to finish it in a weekend. So she had to get on, and she couldn't talk too much because she had to keep on going to be able to finish the poncho in a weekend. Oh, I thought that was so nice. She looked at me like, yeah, but you're making me do this. So yeah, that was the weekend poncho. I wore this. I didn't wear it that much. Obviously, I've got others. But yeah, I do like it. It's a lighter poncho. It's sort of a very light one to put over. And then, of course, I've got these two cotton ones. Both of these, again, have... yeah, she did finish it, actually. She told me she finished it on the Sunday evening. So this one here is made with bits that I made from a cowl that I didn't actually finish. I started this drops cowl. I think it was called Summer Lane. Is it possible that it was called Summer Lane? I started it, but at one point I just gave up because I didn't have the time anymore. And I kept all the bits, so I made this one, these small ones, this one. And then when I came home from a holiday and I'd seen so many ladies there wearing cotton jumpers, cotton ponchos in the evenings, I was like, why do I not have a cotton poncho? Why do I, you know, I don't have any summery things. So then I went home and the plan was, first of all, to get cotton and to start making something. But of course I was looking in my stash to see if I had something, because I knew I had some of this yarn left. And I thought, hang on a minute, I've got all these bits and pieces. Why don't I put them together so it turns into a poncho? So it was, the bits that I had was the colour. Okay, so they were only as big as the colour. And I can't do anything about it, Maggie. I can't do it. There's nothing I can do. Nothing is moving here. And so I decided to put the stone colour around it to make them bigger, of course. And so I made bigger squares. I attached these three together, made the things to go in between. And then here, yeah, but this does take time, but it's just, you haven't seen me do this. You don't know, you know, I'm just showing you all the way. You know, I'm showing them all together. This is years that I've taken to make all of this, you know. No, you have to, it's either this one or this one. Okay, you can't wear it. I don't think you can wear it like this because, oh well, yeah, you could, but then it would look different. Look, see, it looks like that then. See, look. But yeah, you wear it like this. There we go. And then, so I did this. And then, of course, a little bit later, I tried making some squares. So I was learning some new squares. and I made them in the cotton, and then I used those squares to make this poncho. So I just put the squares together to make sort of the neck part, and then I just started doing the rounds with the granny clusters. Yes, so you can either have the boat neck or the thing, but I don't like the way it sort of then, it's not long enough on this side to make, yeah, it looks funny. But yeah, these so these are my 2 cotton ponchos, and they come out sort of every summer. I wear them so much. I go, you know, we go for a walk along the seafront nearly every night, and yeah, I wear them, and people do look and, you know, sort of say, you know, that's nice and things like that. But yeah, it's just something that is a coincidence, really, because I had these bits and then I sort of decided to put them together like that. So I have got videos on these, but obviously it's not a tutorial. It's just talking about it, how I did it, how I came up with the idea and what I did to make them. Okay, so it's just, yeah, some of these obviously I don't do a tutorial on because they're not my pattern. Okay, and then I have here a shrug. And you know, at one point it was all about the big granny square and then putting it together with the on the sides and then making the sleeves. So this one is one like that. So here I have made a middle of an African flower, right? So I made a square around that, then a couple of rows of just double crochet. Then I started doing the clusters, the granny clusters, and then I put it together on the sides. Hang on. And then I did a bit more to make a collar. There we go, look. So this is my sort of winter cocoon cardigan. There we go. And I love these colours, but again, oh, I can already feel it. There's wool in here. This was a display that I saw in the window of a wool shop, and they had those colours together, and I went in and bought them because I loved it so much. But I didn't realise it was, again, it was one with wool in, and I would never buy it now. This was way back when I first started, and I just didn't realize, you know, I didn't realize. So yeah, I can, oh, I could feel that in my neck and here. Oh my goodness. So when I do wear this, I make sure that I have long sleeves, yeah, and a turtleneck under it. Yes. So yeah, I did wear it in the beginning, but then I realized that actually, yes, that was the reason why I was being itchy. So I wear it a lot less now, but yeah, if I do wear it, I'll make sure I have long sleeves and a top with a turtleneck, so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't itch me. And then here we have some triangular scarves. So this one obviously is the Anna shawl that I made in Magic Light. So this one is a remake of one of my grandma's shawls, and this one is that same pattern, but, well, less stitches, but in chunky. And again, this is wool, so I have to be careful when I'm wearing it that I wear it over clothing. But oh my goodness, I have worn this so much. I love this one, and it is wool, but it's not as itchy as this one. See, this one is much itchier than this one is. It's strange, isn't it? So this one, I made this one on the plane to New York. I got it started in the tutorial. Then I spent 8 hours, well, six hours on the plane to New York, and I just crocheted all the time. Petra, I don't know. I when it had no tassels on, it was fine as well. But I do like tassels, so I put the tassels on in the plane. I put them on in the plane. But yeah, I just went for it, and I thought, oh my goodness, we've got so many hours to go, and I just sat there crocheting, and it made the time go so fast. I watched 2 films, there was some food, then I think I had a half an hour snooze, and then I thought, right, that's it, I am going to finish this shawl, and I just kept going, and in the last 2 hours I finished the last sort of rows, and I did the tassels. All that needed to be done when I got back, because I wore it the way it was in New York with ends and everything, was sew in the ends and cut the tassels, because look here, look, I can see one, it still hasn't been cut because I only cut, I only had a small thing to cut, so I didn't want to, I was not able to use big scissors to cut the things, the tassels on the plane, and I just left it like that, and I took all the pictures like that, I wore it around New York like that, and then yeah, so when I came back, I finished it off. But yeah, it's nice to know that I made this on the plane, and it was such a good thing to have as well, you know, knowing that you're gonna have your entertainment with you. Plus I took so many balls of yarns, I think it was 6 balls, and I arrived with a wearable that I could use while I was there, because obviously it was cold in New York in December, so it was really nice that I came out of the plane and I had this wonderful scarf to wear. So, you know, that's like, you know, 2 things in one go, isn't it? It's your entertainment and you can wear it. Yeah, I just take a chance, Petra. I just wash it. This is wool though, so I have to be careful when I wash it. So I think I'll just rinse it in the sink with a bit of soap, I think. Yes, you did, Pat. You did hold it in your hands, and you also tried on the ring. See? I remember. Okay, I've got to take this off now because it's too warm. Okay. Then we were going to New York. No, we were going to London for a weekend, my husband and I made a scarf especially for wearing. Yeah, indeed, it was warm that day, but I did bring it, didn't I? For wearing when I went to London. So this is the London weekend shawl. And Petra, look, this is without tassels. I did make some flowers to go on top of it here because I wanted to wear it like this. See, this is how I like to wear my shawls. There we go. So nice and bulky on the front, and then all the flowers would sort of stick out, and then if you wear your coat, then they would still, you know, still see the flowers, and I really love that. This is this is merino wool, and it's really, really warm, but of course, again, I can't have it too close to my neck, but it seems to be better than the other wool ones. But I've worn this so much again, and especially, yeah, I sort of named it the London weekend shawl, and there is a video for that as well, so. Yeah, I really, really like these colors together, sort of purple and pink. Perfect. And then, of course, here, the green for the leaves. Couldn't be left out. Yeah, that was a warm day, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, I just fancied making some flowers. And, oh yes, look. A butterfly. So yeah, so these are all connected to, obviously, to tutorials. So, you know, you can, if you want to, you can go and make your own weekend in London shawl. Okay, then, I don't know whether you know, but at one point there was this triangular shawl doing the rounds, and it was called the Coffee House shawl or something, Coffee House wrap, or was it the tea house cozy or something like that. Anyway, one was crochet and one was knitted. So I think it was the knitted one that sort of started doing the rounds, and I thought, oh, that's a shame because I would like to try and make the crochet one. And there was a crochet one, so this is the one I made, and it was sort of this type of you know, sort of this kind of colors as well, you know, sort of white, grey, and then it had sort of this you know, accent color. And this is using DK, but with a really, really big hook. So it was, look, it's really nice and flowy and holy, and I really love it. I used to wear this to go to yoga because all my yoga clothing is black. So it's really nice. It's a really nice one, this one, and it went so quickly to make it as well. I also made one like this for my mum, and I made one. I made it purple and greys and blacks. So yeah, that's the one I have there. Then of course we have virus shawls. Okay, this is the virus shawl, sorry. So there we go, that's my blueberry Scapious Blueberry Bam Bam virus shawl. Then I have here my very first virus shawl, and this is King Cowl Riot, I think it's called. Oh my goodness, I have worn this so much. I wear this all the time. Okay, and I love these colors, and they go with so many of my clothing. So yeah, I really, really love this shawl. Then I made another one, sort of more purpley brown cream colors. I can't remember what yarn this was, but it was self-striping, and this one gets worn a lot as well. But this one, this is the one. This is the shawl that I've worn, yeah, so much, you know, more than anything else that I've made, basically. And then of course there is this. This is the one I made for the tutorial. Do you remember the fishnet top? And I made this in white originally, and I was wearing it for lives and things, and then you all asked me to do a tutorial, so I did. But my daughter, she wanted the white one. Well, I mean, she said, I offered, do you want to have this one? Because she was really eyeing it up, you know. And I said, yeah, okay, go on, you have this. And of course, so then I sort of had this one, but I do wear this one because it's blue, it goes with my shorts, and then sort of I wear a white vest type top underneath. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Obviously this, together with the Sea Breeze dress, is more in my holiday, you know, in my holiday drawer. And then I think here we've got a couple of hats, and then we're there. That's it. I think probably there is more that I have made. Look, a hairband. Oh. Yeah, I like this one. Nice and chunky. It's nice and warm. And then I've got this one as well, to go, of course, with this virus shawl. And I've got this one as well, the bobble hat. I made that one when it was snowing here. So yeah, and that was from the leftovers of that poncho. This one here. And then I've got I've got another pair of fingerless gloves, and they're in the same yarn as that shrug, that cocoon shrug. There we go. so they can go together. Oh my goodness me. Yes. So this is the bag. The video for this bag came out yesterday. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you have any leftovers and you wanted to make it, go ahead, because I have found this really, really useful. Certainly, you know, sort of to put stuff in and to, you know, keep things together. And it is so big. It's such a big, let me just put all these virus shawls in there. Might as well. I've been trying to fold everything nicely. Just like last week, it all ended up in a heap. So yeah, there we go. I wore this one quite you know, I'm gonna leave this one out. I'm gonna wear it. Let's put that there. But yeah, I do wear, I mean, some things a little bit less, obviously, because I make some things especially for the videos. But some things I do wear so much, like this one here, you know, and the cream one, wherever that may have ended up. That summer dress, I wear that to go to the beach. You know, it's just, I think it's really lovely if we can make things and if we can actually, you know, wear them. The tweedy look. What do you mean tweedy look? There we go. I'll put it there. Yes, so the virus shawl, I don't know who I don't know who came up with the pattern. But yeah, it's everywhere now and people love making it, and yeah, it's quite an easy way of making it. There's quite a few tutorials out there. I've done one as well. And I just give you my take on it, how I found it easier to remember the rows that you need to do, you know. But this one was a project that I did for going on a plane again. I knew that I was going to go on a plane a couple of times in the space of a couple of months. And so I thought I need a project that I can take with me each time. And let me just go and get something. I can't find the one that I'm using, but this is a similar one. I make these bags, and what I did was I put my whirl in here, and then on top of there my crochet hook and my scissors. Well, you don't need scissors because you're not cutting anything off. And then obviously this is a bag that I've just made. I haven't got a cord to go in it. I have to go and buy it, but the shop is closed. And then you sort of have that with you. You've got your project in there, and you take that with you everywhere you go, and you don't need more than just that bag. You know the pattern because I've made it, and I've already, you know, I've already done a few of the rows. So if you had forgotten the pattern, all you need to do is look, where am I? This row, okay. So I tell you in the video how to work out which row you're in, which row you're doing, and what comes next, basically. So, you know, you sort of, it's a project that you can take with you on the go. And so this virus shawl was made predominantly on the planes. You know, I was going to see my parents, I had to come back, I was going to go somewhere else with work, so I had to come back. So I thought, yeah, you know, why not? Because then that gives me a project in a bag that I can just take with me and do there. And that worked out really well. And then at one point, of course, sort of when I was sort of in the darker blue, all of a sudden I was like, right, somewhere here, I was like, right, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it because I'm not traveling anymore. I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna finish it, you know. Oh, that's great. You know, any color that you like, any color that goes with your wardrobe. I am very blue. I wear a lot of blue clothing, and this one particularly goes well with a dark blue top and a white skirt, as you can all see in my starter video, my intro to the videos. But yeah, this one has been a particular sort of, you know, sort of successful project, I would say. But yeah, like I said, I wear a lot of my crochet items, and I have a few more up my sleeve. Yes, because some of you said a couple of weeks ago we would like more wearables. So what does Anja do? She starts thinking about wearables. And yeah, I know, I cut out some of the grey. Yeah, Veronica. I'll tell you. Oh my goodness, 12 hours. Yes, Alicia, just get yourself together, get a project. Even if you have to come up with one, you've got to get something for a 12-hour car ride. This one would be a good one, obviously, because you've just got the one cake. You don't need scissors, you don't need, because you can just keep going. But yeah, I did cut out some of the grey. Yes. Okay, Veronica. No, I did. But I don't know whether you can actually tell. Can you tell that there's some of the grey cut out? It felt like I was doing grey for such a long time, and I wanted to get to the blue. So yeah, I did cut out some of it. Sorry. But it's still big enough. I mean, it's the size that it is. I'm glad I cut it out, because even if it was even bigger, I wouldn't have been able to, to wear it as easily. I did see somebody, did they post it in our group? I don't know, or in another crochet group, but she made exactly the same video, the same yarn, so the same blueberry bam bam, and it looked great. She didn't cut out any grey, because I could see it was a bit bigger than mine, but the section of grey was a bit bigger, so it looked fine. And then I thought, oh, should I have cut it out? But it's too late now, so there we go. That's my take on it. So, Christine, yes, of course. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you didn't cut it out. Great. Thank you for persevering. You did really well for persevering with the grey. I did not have the perseverance to keep going with the grey. And Pat, I think you said, but you love grey? Yeah, but that was before I loved grey. I am always loving blue. So yeah, I didn't want too much grey in my blue. Oh dear. So yeah, going back to what, yeah, it's the cake is perfect, isn't it? Going back to what I was saying, there are some wearables that I am making right now. I am not going to show you them, because I could still change my mind, okay? You see, this is the thing with designing. Oh my goodness, I've done so many samples already. I don't want to, do you know what I mean? I don't want to sort of say, yeah, this is what it's going to be, and then I change my mind, or then it does turn out that it doesn't work, things like that. So I'd rather get into it a much further way. Yeah, Petra, I'll have a look. Have a look in the. Are you in the Facebook group? I'll do a post in the Facebook group of some of these projects. I'll go through them, and yeah, I'll do a post there, because under the video is just too difficult. I'll do a post telling you quite a few of the, of where I got them, or maybe I could do it on the blog. No, I'll start with on the Facebook group. It's fine. Anyway, so having said that, I think it is time for me to actually say goodbye and go and work on those wearables. Yes, peeps, I have things to do. So if you've just joined us, welcome, but I am going to go and say goodbye. There will be a post on Facebook. You know, leave it for a little while. I've got to do it, okay? But there will be a post with some of the details for these things. Also, there will be, you know, obviously this video will sort of regenerate itself and will post itself on YouTube. So wait for about half an hour or so before you start watching it again, and then you'll have the side there as well, okay? So, yep, I am working on a few things, so do keep an eye out for those videos coming up soon, I hope. Please do like the video before you leave, and I will see you tomorrow in the, well, here it will be evening, so hopefully you will have your time to do what, you know, I am going to be live on the YouTube itself, on the reminder, so it should tell you in advance what time it is in your local time, okay? So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!